So anyways, we'll get started. This is the cooktop to the kitchen. When you receive it, it will not have these knobs on here or the faucet. You'll simply take a screw and screw it in until the knob is snug, doesn't turn, and then take a Phillips screwdriver excuse me, and back it off a quarter of a turn. What I mean back it off is go counterclockwise, and that will loosen the screw and allow the knobs to spin like that. Also, it's the same on the door frame. I'll show you the door frame right now. This will come like this to you. The only thing that is different is these knobs will not be on here, and you want to do the same thing that I explained on the cooktop. Snug, and then quarter turn back, and then the knob will spin freely. We just do it this way to save time in the video, so it doesn't tie everybody up for a long period of time. The sides of the play kitchen, as with all Elves and Angels products, we put grooves or tracks in the kitchen to show you where everything goes. This would be the door frame, cooktop, hut shelf, oven shelf, and this track here is to slide the back up after you get the play kitchen assembled, and that will make it easier for you to see where everything goes. Let's see, we have the top scroll, hut shelf. This is the rear connector. You'll see it has a groove there and a groove there. When you slide the back up, the top back is going to slide in here. The bottom back is going to slide in here, and it locks it in. I think these are the interior shelves. This is the middle partition. This is the bottom shelf. Has a groove. The groove goes up. And then these are the two middle shelves right here. I think that's it, so we'll get started right now. Okay, first thing we're going to do is take the sides and install the cooktop. If you're doing this alone, it might make it easier for you. I'm going to use this little helper. It's just two pieces of plywood, but a magazine or anything would work. It takes the pressure off this end of the cooktop while you're assembling it to the side here. So you'll see I'm going to put it in that groove right there. It just slides in that groove, and with that in place, that allows the pressure to be taken off of it. All right, when you put the cooktop in, there's a groove here where the back is going to slide up. You want the back of the cooktop to be even with the inside of this track right here. That way your back will slide right up past it, okay? I'm going to omit some of the screws in this just to save time. You just apply a little pressure to the back side of this, take care of your seam there, and then another screw. I won't need the helper anymore because it's taken off. You see what I mean by taking the pressure off like that. With this now we'll just put this one in the track also. And again, you want to make sure that the inside, the back of the cooktop is even with the inside of that 1/4 inch track for the back there. That. I'm using a screw gun here, but you can use a Phillips screwdriver also. Either one will work. It's a little faster for me in the video if we do it this way. So now we have the cooktop installed. I'm going to put in door frame now. Flip this over like this. And as you can see here, these tracks here, the door frame is simply going to slide up in there. You're going to want to push. What you do is, it's great if you have someone to help you with this, because you have to press evenly. I just use my stomach and press up. If there's another person here, they can hold that so it locks right in there. Anyway, you want this to be up tight with the bottom of your cooktop. There's 3 screws there. I'm only going to put in the bottom one, which is fine for the video. Right here. And again, you want the pressure up there so that it's a nice tight seam there. When you do this one, push that up. Excuse me. Okay. Door frame installed. Cooktop on. I'm going to go, I'm going to put in the bottom shelf. And rounded edge towards the front of the play kitchen. Again, everything to the inside groove here, and a couple of screws. Just put 2 here. Now the middle partition, excuse me. You'll see a T on the back side of this. It's for top. It's going to go right here like this. On the underside, there's a place for 1 screw. Put it in there like that. Your other shelves here, they slide right into the tracks here. And again, even with the inside of the track, 1 screw there, another partition here, this even, 1 screw, okay, I'll show you what it looks like, kind of. That's about what it looks like there. Okay, so you've got that on. Now I'm going to put the hut shelf in this, into the grooves again. Back of shelf, even with the inside of this 1/4 inch track here, so that it does not keep your back from sliding up. Here. Same thing over here. You'll see there's a little bit of leeway in these shelves here, and I'll show you this so that you can get the best job. You see there's a little leeway there. You push up and have the leeway underneath. It's so that with different weather conditions, either expansion or contraction, This is always going to fit in the field. If we make it too tight, if it gets really moist, it's not going to slide in there so easily. And now we're going to put in the hutch shelf. I'll show you here. Slides into the tracks like this. And this is a little bit different with the hutch shelf. It wants to go all the way forward, never mind lining it up with the track. Because you're going to be making room for your top scroll here. So that's the way we do that. Push a little bit of upward pressure on that so it closes that seam good, because we have to have a little bit of leeway there for expansion and contraction in different weather conditions, like very moist weather, very dry weather, and that allows that to always fit in the field. Okay, now we're going to put, this is the top scroll. Wants to be, the bottom of the top scroll wants to be even with the bottom of the shelf. There's 2 screws here. Goes down. If this part here or the rear connector ever seems like it's too long, it's probably not. What you need to do is, if it seems too tight, it doesn't, you don't think it fits in, take a Phillips screwdriver, back off that screw, back off that screw. The kitchen will spread and allow that to drop right down. A lot of times it works out in a video where I can show that, but that one's just right the way it is. But it's not that the length is wrong. Excuse me. It's that the kitchen is coming in on an angle before it's completely assembled, so it gives that appearance as if there's actually a mismeasurement there. Usually it's not. Okay, you're going to go to the Baltic birch backs. This is the upper back, the smaller one, the lower one, and the lower one has 2 pre-drilled holes, and then you're going to drill those into here when you're done. All right, we're going to slide up the upper back. This. Sometimes you have to just lift it up over the partition and come up here like this. And there's, I'll give you a shot at that. You see there's a groove here, upper back slides in there like that. Now we go to the rear connector, which has 2 grooves. This comes up into here. This is another part that it's possible for you to think that it's too long, and it's not usually. Like I said, it gets 2 screws. You make sure that this back, the upper back, is in there, in the groove. 2 screws here. Here. Now the bottom back. The pre-drilled holes down. Slides up in here. The reason that we use Baltic birch for this rather than solid wood is because it allows us to use the flat pack. It's the thing that makes the whole thing work, because it's very difficult for people in the field that don't have a lot of woodworking skills to be able to put in a solid pine back. So it is the main thing that makes it work, and we are firm believers in the flat pack. It's a very good thing for everybody. The back of the kitchen looks like this. And done. This is the front. Yes. And then there's the metal bowl. And then goes the metal bowl. Looks like these are our deluxe kitchens with the divided compartments. Adds a lot of play space. The one thing left to do, you'll have plugs in your assembly packet, and you'll also have the link to this video that shows you how to assemble it. You take a glue bottle, Elmer's glue, school glue, works fine. A little dab of glue on a couple of the edges. Take the plug, put it here. These plugs, if the weather has been humid, sometimes they'll be a little tight. If they're tight, just tap them in on the glue, like that. If not, sometimes they may just fit right in, just drop right in. There wasn't, we didn't drill them wrong. They're susceptible to either swelling or shrinking, and you just have to be aware of that. So glue all your plugs because they will drop out if you don't glue them, and then you'll think that we made a mistake or something. But you do have to glue those plugs in. I believe that's it. Thank you for buying Elves and Angels products for 28 years.